Today we're going to be teaching you 10 useful tricks on how to start your fire and keep it going. First tip, number 1, is how to use the flint and steel. The flint and steel is an object, two materials. This is the steel, this is the flint. Now when you rub the steel onto the flint, it creates a spark like this. Now I'm going to be showing you two methods on how to use this. The first method is the most common one. You're going to take your steel, hold it at an angle like this, and put it on the back of your flint, and just go like that, right off the edge. Now the second trick that we discovered, if you take your rod of steel and put it like this and hold it about straight, and then go like this, it creates much longer and powerful sparks. Alright, so now we're going to talk about proper materials. The first thing you're going to want to gather is a ton of anything dry, like these leaves, because they're crunchy and dry. It can be bark, pine needles, anything really dry. You want to gather them up, and you're going to want to set them on where you're planning to start the fire. Next, you want to gather a ton of anything like twigs or sticks. Okay, and you want to set them kind of at a triangle angle, like a pyramid, around your fire, like this. Next, you don't need to do this yet, but you want to gather bigger sticks, not logs yet, but bigger sticks to have prepared. So, we have this right here that we found. This, not log, but it's big enough that we can use. And you just want to set it right off to the side. Next is starting the fire. So we're going to use the flint and steel. Now this method with the flint and steel is very difficult. It takes a very long time to actually get it if your objects aren't dry enough. So we're going to do it a few times, but we might not. And if we don't, we're going to show you some useful tricks to help making it easier. So, as you can see, they're not catching. So now we're going to show you some useful tricks to make it much, much, much easier to catch. So as you saw, we weren't able to catch our fire with the flint and steel, which is very common. So what we can use is lint. This is dryer lint that we've been collecting up for a long time. And as you can see, it's very dry. So anything like cat hair or dryer lint, like I said, would work. Also, we like to use magnesium. Now, magnesium is a type of metal that catches fire very easily, and when it does can burn out 1,000 degrees. So we're going to use a combination of both. We're going to take our dryer lint, just a little bit, not too much, we still want a little, and we're going to want to set it kind of right in the middle of our fire in here, where stuff is. So we want stuff to be able to catch easily. Then we're going to take our magnesium. This is how to use it. You're going to put it on the magnesium end, and you're going to scrape. Slowly, you're going to gather it up like this and set it on your dryer lint. Now, you can also substitute dryer lint for anything like cotton balls or anything like that. So as you can see the little metal that's on it. That means it's successful. Now we're going to try to light it. It takes a few attempts, but let's try. Oh, it caught immediately. So once it catches, that's how we're going to show you our next step. So you don't want it to get covered because there's a lot of it. So it's going to go quick, but you're going to want to make sure you get some stuff to catch. So as you can see, that stick is right there. And now we have this leaf as well that we're setting on there. So now, once it catches like this, you're going to make sure you have some items to catch on fire. Because if nothing catches on fire, then your fire is going to be toast. Next, we're going to teach you how to kindle our fire. So as you can see, our fire hasn't grown too much, but we're going to want it to catch because it looks like some sticks are already catching, which is good. Now to kindle, you're going to get more twigs, a few more twigs right now, and you're just going to kind of lay them over the other twigs. Now, right now your fire might be weak, but don't worry. At the end of this, your fire is going to be huge and strong. Our fire died out, but we're going to show you some tricks to keep yours alive. Let's get into it. As you can see, our fire died out quickly, but we're going to teach you why and how you guys will avoid that. So we were using sticks about this big. On the start of our fire, we didn't want to. So we wanted to use sticks more like this. We wanted to use twigs because they catch much easier. And as you can see, a lot of our leaves died out, but you can add more leaves to make it easier, or anything dry, like I said, and you want small little twigs that will catch on fire easily. I'm going to show you how to use this hatchet. So this is my friend because he is much better at using hatchets than I am. So now he's going to show you.
Like this is a good way to do it. And what you really have to do, you got to get it at an angle like this and chop. So it makes a little indent here.
Make sure
when you get
have a big log. So we found a big long branch that we were able to use.
And we weren't able to break this with our own hands. So we have to use the hatchet.
He's chopping it at an angle. You go from both sides and you keep going till you can break it. So as you can see, he's getting deeper and deeper with each hit, chipping some more off. Now eventually, after a while, he should be able to just break it by pulling it in half because he's really strong. You guys can probably do the same.
Alright, so let's try this.
So as you can see, it's about this much. We got a big indent, right?
And my friend here is gonna hold that in for me.
Well, I need to show him the indent. As you can see, a big indent. And now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold this in with my foot. And as you saw, he just went and bended that right up. He just went, and then you twist, and look.
You got your log.
You got your log.